guys, doing another video because why not? Doesn't feel like a day if I don't do it, so here I am. A new confection to get my phone to stand up. It's actually literally just sitting on my math book now, and the fact that I didn't think of that before makes me feel really stupid. Yeah, as you might hear, I don't know if you can hear it now, it's not that loud, but you'll probably hear later. I've tried something new. There's music going on in the background. I don't know why. I just figured, why not make my videos a little bit fancier? Right now, the Waltz 2 from Jazz Suite Number 2 is playing. It's not one of my favorites. It's alright. I don't know, it's pretty, it doesn't feel jazzy. Like, I don't know, I don't want to drink a bunch of bootleg liquor and flap around to it. Flap? I'm not sure if that's an actual verb, if that's why flapper girls were called flapper girls, because they flapped around, but regardless, the song does not make me want to do that. It's still a nice one. As it changes, I will announce it, because why not? So today, didn't do much again. I actually just sat around watching Kyle and Damien videos, and I did some homework yesterday, so got that going for me. I don't want to put it down in its final finished draft form, because I don't know if the way I did it last time was good enough, or if I need to make it even better, because they haven't been graded yet, and it's really just a flaw in the whole system. So I'm putting that off for a while. And then aside from that, not much. Like I said, bonded with the sweet mate, Rhonda, and our other friend, Brianna. We technically committed a little bit of Grand Theft Auto. I don't really count it, because it was Paige's car, and she's gone. So we used her car. Alright, it's probably actually not that good, but we, needed to go to Safeway, so we went to Safeway. And then we just went down Russell for, I think, 30 minutes. Just, I don't know, being stupid. Brianna's a really good driver. So she's from San Francisco, so she knows how to drive really well. But just generally being stupid. And except for there was one turn she almost missed. So instead of warning us, she just turned. So that was exciting. But aside from that, just drove. We're trying to get to a place called Puta Creek. And puta in Spanish. There's no, definite word for it, at least that all the people I've talked to can agree on. But it ranges from bitch to slut, sometimes more formally prostitute. So Puta Creek, the place. We didn't actually reach it. I think we were, really close, but we decided to turn around because at that point it was, 9. Ah, yes, if you can hear this one, it is, one of the most classical pieces. It's Handel, it's Messiah Highlights, so not bad. Sorry, I've got gummy worms because I've just been a pig this week. I went through a bag of hot Cheetos, and this is really embarrassing, but in 2 days. Not a bag, but a bag. Not my finest moment. So now I've got gummy worms and Swedish fish. I've also got Cliff Bars, chocolate covered almonds, and rice chips. Saying that out loud makes me feel really gross. The almonds I haven't really eaten. I got them because my other ones, Brianna ate all of them, so she bought me more. And the rice chips I haven't eaten much of. I thought I'd like them more. They're okay, but meh. These gummy worms are gonna be gone fast, though, let me tell you. Yeah. And let's see what else. Nothing much. I feel like I've been more social I mean, I haven't had much of a chance to, obviously, but at least with the people in our group. So, because I was talking to people about it. I talked to my dad, and then Logan, and Matt, and I was talking about how, you know, I don't get out much, and whatever, and, you know, I say I don't, whatever, in lecture no one talks to each other, which is pretty true, and whatever. But really it is, I don't know. Sidetrack. It has a face. It's actually really creepy looking, but, you know, I appreciate the thought. That was a little serial killer. Anyway, so I was talking to them about it. And it is my fault, you know, I don't get out. And on the one hand, I'm introverted, I'm not very social. It's just who I am. But, I mean, I had a lot more friends than I do now in high school. Even if it was just, like, class friends, where now we're not really friends, but it was still someone I could easily talk to, or if I saw I could say hi to. So, I kind of want to get back there. Just a comfortable net to be in. So, I'm trying. So I'm starting with people I already know, which is kind of a cop-out, but for me, it's something. And then there's this one guy who I met in my seminar last quarter. His name is Garrett. He's a lit major, which you can tell, he writes just all the time. He's writing. Sometimes it's, like, I've seen it, it's just nonsense. Sometimes he's quoting something, or just, like, a book or something. Or he's writing down what the professor says or what someone says. Or just, like, making up his own stuff, I assume, because I don't recognize it. And again, he's a lit major, so I might not have read it. So, yeah, that's who he is. He's super nice. And we live in the same complex. Not the same building, though. So I see him all the time at the DC. And I remember the first time we actually talked in class, I said that, you know, hey, do you live in Quarto? I think I see you. And so he said, yeah, I'll try to say hi to you next time. And the first time I saw him, we were actually literally on the other end of campus from our dorms. So, go figure. But, I was coming out of Kemper, which is the engineering hall. And he was walking by with this girl. I don't know if they're dating. They might be. I can't tell if it's the same girl I've seen him, like, hold hands with. She's kind of scary looking. Like, she's short, she has dyed blonde hair, it's kind of, like, white. She's got a nose ring. She's a little intimidating, which, I mean, I don't get intimidated, I get intimidated by words. I don't get intimidated by people a lot. And she kind of, I don't know, unsettles me. That makes it sound bad. I mean, I'm sure she's a fine person, it's just, anyway. So, it's just weird seeing them together, because he looks so friendly and just so, like, hey. Sorry, there's a new one playing. It's Piano Concerto No. 2 in C minor. What's that say? Adagio sostenuto. An excerpt. I like it. I like adagios. And concertos. My favorite one is Moonlight Sonata. That's my absolute favorite classical piece. I know it's Beethoven, and Beethoven's like, oh, like, that's the only composer people know. Of course that's your favorite. It's like, but I like, I'll talk about that after I finish the story. I'm not gonna go all Dan Harmon on us. Or Kyle. Kyle does that a lot, too. Anyway, Garrett. So first time I saw him after our talk in class, he was talking to the girl and then noticeably got way louder. He said, "Hi, Savannah." So I yelled back at him. I was like, "Hi, Garrett." And so that's what we do now. And I'm a little bit convinced that we only do that just to be like, hey, I have a friend who's a person whose name I can remember. Like, I've got that going for me. So we say hi all the time. And I'd like to talk to him more. He seems like a really cool guy. He looks like someone. If I remember, I'll say. But he's got a familiar, like, feel about his face. So I've got that, and then aside from that, like I said, talked to my lab partners, which I kind of had to, but still. A little bit more than necessary, I guess. And I haven't really talked to anyone in lecture, but like I said, that's actually really hard to do in college. Because there's no working together. It's just, an hour or an hour and a half of the professor just talking. Usually. In my Myths and Legends class, the professor actually had us contribute, which was cool. So she learned my name. So I guess I made friends with the professor. But anyway. Yeah. So what's my other... 30? Oh, God. I have Neha as my friend. Av, I know I've talked about her. And I think Sophie's met her from speech. She is the Indian girl from Granite Bay who did DI. And then, I guess, technically I'm friends with this other girl who's friends with Neha, who's in my programming class, but I don't know her name. So, but she's really nice. And doesn't wear a bra. She's a CSE major with a feminist literature, something like that, minor. Which is an interesting combination, but go her. Yeah, so trying to branch out, trying to do things. If I see a club, I guess I'll join it, or I'll try. I don't know, I'm pretty busy this quarter with classes, so. Yeah. And then, okay, Moonlight Sonata. There's a new one. Nope, same thing. Go me. So Moonlight Sonata. This is probably really boring. But I've always wanted to talk about this, and I've never really had a chance to. I think I did with Jeremiah a little bit, my guitar teacher. But anyway, I've never gotten to, and I always have, and I've thought about this a lot. So it's my favorite. He's not necessarily my favorite composer, but the Moonlight Sonata is my absolute favorite piece. And it's popular. I mean, for most people, if they were played it, I'm sure they'd recognize it. And if it's not popular, then I don't know why, because it's really cool. Ooh, it's a new one. What? Oh, this is the planets one, huh? Hold on. This title's scrolling through, so oh, no, it's Romeo and Juliet. Okay. It sounded kind of like the Jupiter planet one. Anyway. So the Moonlight Sonata. You know what? I'm gonna find it. Oh, dude. I really hope you can hear it, because this is one of my favorites, too. If you can't hear it in the video, I'm just gonna put it in, because this is awesome. Like, what are the odds? I have so many pieces on my iPod. And then... Okay, I just wanted to let that happen, because that was awesome. It's on shuffle right now. So, like, what are the odds of me finding... I'm just gonna go to it. I like this one too. Oh. The Valkyrie. That's the Ride of the Valkyries, which everyone hears. It's in a lot of movies. Like when people come in, like for war or whatever, plane swooping in. Written by Wagner, who is a pretty big anti-Semite, so trivia. This one, if you can hear it. I really don't know if you can. Like I said, I'll probably put it in. Toi, je me prie. Probably not saying that right. Can't even say English right. Yeah, Sophie taught me how to say it once, and then I promptly forgot. I really like this one. Gabriel's Oboe. Oh my god, that's such a cool one, and I never knew it was cool because it had a weird opening, so I never listened to it. But it's super cool. I assume it's done just purely on an oboe, which is hard enough. I'm sorry, this is a super, like, not interesting, like, general interesting conversation. I hope you can hear that. But this is one of those interests that I've never actually had in common with other people. So, like, after a while, I found someone people like Panic and whatever. Dude. And just all my other weird shit. But Jen's actually still pretty much my only Star Trek friend. But anyway. Yeah, so classical music is one of those things I'd never had to talk about with anyone, and there was never a music appreciation class that I was able to take, which is weird, because that was, like, all over. I figured that'd be a lot more prevalent of a class than it is. Dropped my phone. Wait. Dropped my phone. Yeah. So like I said, don't have that. Yeah, so I don't get to talk about it with people a lot, and at the very least, I like Canon and D too. That's the Bambi one, I think. Or is that... No, that's the Peter Gint one. That's not this. But everyone knows Canon and D. You know what? Now I'm gonna find the Bambi one. You know what? No, I'm not. Okay, wait. Is this it? It's not actually called Moonlight Sonata in here, so I always forget it. Yep, that was not it. Nope. Adagio for strings. This one, if you can hear it, they did in Tron the movie. But, like, Daft Punk did a remake of it, and I have it on my iPod, and it's super cool. It's like this, but, like, you're also in a laser tag center. And I want it played at my funeral because it's super cool. Wait, here we go. This is the Moonlight Sonata. I really hope you can hear it. So yeah. Whenever I think about this, there's someone just in a room. Like the room from Corpse Bride, if you've seen that. I don't think either of you have, though, I'm not sure. So it's just a big empty room, and then there's the big, like, Victorian door, and then there's windows to the outside. And in the room, there's, like, big spiraling staircase going up that way, but there's a piano right there. So there's this person just, like, playing piano. Moonlight Sonata, why not? And every day, they see one person just, like, walk across their windows, just going about their business. And, like, every cliche fic ever, they kind of, like, fall for that person just by watching them. And for some reason, the person in the house doesn't leave, or can't leave the house. I don't know why, I never figured that out. It's just, for the most part, they stay in the house. And so they just kind of, like, long for this person that's out there, while also subconsciously longing for being out there and whatever. And I don't know, because, like, it's beautiful, because the person they see, they think they're, you know, beautiful or whatever. But then it's also just really sad, because they can't actually leave. And so every day they play the song, hoping that that person can hear it. This is their little song to them, and so that's why they always play the piano. This is how they'll serenade the person outside and try to woo them without actually leaving the house. So, I don't know, that's not why it's my favorite, that's just kind of came along with, I turned it down, so if you can hear it less, then, But anyway, that just came along with listening to it for literally just, like, on repeat for hours. Yeah. So, I don't know, I guess do what you will with that information. Yeah. So, I guess, I mean, it comes with, you know, I technically, like, I'm a classical musician, although this isn't the kind of music I play, so it's weird, I guess, but, like, I should be liking the Romero brothers, and, God, just a lot of Bach. I played a lot of Bach. I don't know why people like to put Bach to guitar, because it's really just simple, and, like, oh, I'm so Baroquean, like, yay. Anyway, I like Spanish guitar music. Like flamenco-y kind of stuff. That's cool. Mr. Shank liked it too. I played the Malagueña for Mr. Shanklin's, and he was just giddy with excitement. He loved my guitar. It was really funny. I stored it in his room, which I think you guys know, every Friday. And, like, he would honestly just sometimes just, like, look at it. He's like, can I hold it? And I was like, yeah, sure, just don't break it. It's expensive as shit guitar. Anyway, so I'm committing wormicide. That's probably a really gross sound. I didn't even think about that. I'm sorry, guys. So yeah, I don't have much else to say. That was the end of it. I hope you could hear. Yeah. There's another piece, actually, from the video game Assassin's Creed 2, I think, called Ezio's Family, and it plays at the credits. And it's really cool. I like it. It's got a lot of layers, and it really, really builds up, and then it just kind of drops, and it's so cool. And I actually... What's the word? I transliterated, but for music. God, arranged. That's what I arranged a piece for that, for a guitar and 2 violins. And it's really simple. Like, it's not complicated. It was the first piece I'd ever done, and that in itself was hard enough, and Jeremiah helped me so much. But that always has a special place in my heart. 1, because it's cool, and 2, just because, like, hey, if there are ever 3 people where 2 of them play violin and 1 plays classical guitar who want to play that, then I got you covered. So, Alec helped me too. He would sit there while I'm like, alright, play this measure 1 more time, but louder. Forte. Like 13 more fortes, Alec, you don't understand. After a while, it just sounded like freaking banshee wailing, and he's like, this probably isn't good for my strings, and I was like, yeah, it's maybe a few too many fortes. Alright, play it piano now. So, some classical humor for you guys. It's so stupid. This is honestly the stupidest jokes I've ever made. Not even jokes, just like observations of what happened in the past. Anyway, this video is 22 minutes long, and there's honestly not a lot I want to cut out from it. So have fun. You are at my mercy at this point. Press play if you dare. Although I guess by this point you've already pressed play. Should add that warning at the beginning then. Well, thanks for sticking around. Sophie, I guess just real quick. Did you go to your fair? I want to know. I'm glad to hear. Or like more. Sorry, people are in the house and they're screaming about something. They're excited. Anyway, so did you go back and see him with your STLC group? I'm excited that you got to talk to him and shoulder tap him. So, dude. I guess I don't have anything. Sorry, your life needs to be more exciting. So, sorry, Rhonda came in. Give me Paige's keys, because she has to be picked up tonight. But we don't know when, because she never tells us in fucking advance. Like a considerate human. Alright, I'm not gonna do that. But yes. I'll have to pick up Paige at some point tonight, so. Like I said, dude, get a more exciting life, maybe then I'll talk to you. No, okay, that... I'm still laughing over that video. It's an after tea marshmallow. Oh my god. Alexander! Toy with it. This is my new favorite thing. Okay, yeah, so you guys call me, don't, or don't, and like rescind that offer. Call me or don't. I'll actually probably be asleep pretty early tonight, or at least try to, so. Yeah, put up videos, and I'll look at them. Maybe. Oh, I will. This is actually, like, the highlight of my day, so. I'm glad you did this, Sophie. It worked out. I didn't know how I'd think it work out. Like, not that I thought it'd fail, I just didn't think that this would be what we'd be doing. And I'm glad we are, so it's nice to, you know, feel more connected. So yeah, I will talk to you guys later. I hope to see you soon or something from you soon. And yeah. You already subscribed to my channel, so haha! Damn it, I messed up the laugh. Okay, bye.